Welcome back to a brand new deep dive, everyone.
Hey there! We are super excited for this one.
Yeah, we really are because, well, today we are talking about something that every single person listening can relate to.
Absolutely.
I want you to just imagine a time with absolutely zero stress, like no emails, no bills.
No rushing to work in the morning traffic.
Exactly. A time where your only real responsibility for the day was to wake up, eat some food, play outside, and go to sleep.
Sounds like a total dream, right?
It really does.
Yeah.
Whether you are, prepping for a big meeting right now or just relaxing at home, tapping into those simple, carefree childhood memories can actually completely change your mindset today.
Yeah, and we are looking at a really fascinating source text today called Echoes of Innocence, English Conversations on Childhood Memories.
Right.
And our mission today is to unpack this. We want to show you how revisiting those nostalgic moments is not just a fun trip down memory lane.
Yeah, it's actually a secret weapon,
It really is. It's a super effective, totally stress-free tool for learning a new language and just building your overall communication confidence.
which is huge for anyone learning English right now.
Yeah.
But before we get into the how of it all, I think we need to look at the anatomy of a childhood memory.
Oh, for sure.
Like what specifically made the good old days so universally good?
Well, the text highlights a lot of shared experiences. And the biggest one, playing outside.
Oh, man. Always playing outside.
Always. Like playing cricket in the dusty streets.
Or hide and seek.
Exactly. Cycling around the neighborhood until your legs literally gave out.
Yeah, and waiting all day just for the evening to arrive. I remember that feeling. Just sitting there, watching the clock, waiting to go out.
And then when it was finally time to go back home, the universal childhood negotiation would start.
Oh, I know exactly what you're going to say.
The begging, please, just 5 more minutes.
Just 5 more minutes.
Oh.
It's so funny because those 5 minutes felt completely different back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I like to call it childhood time dilation.
Time dilation. Let's explain that word for our listeners real quick.
Oh, sure. So it basically means how time feels like it stretches out. It feels longer than it actually is.
Ah, right.
Like 5 extra minutes of playing cricket felt like a glorious, huge hour.
It really did.
But now,
No.
think about how fast 5 minutes vanishes when you were rushing to get ready for work.
Oh, it's terrifying. You look at the clock, it's 8:55. You blink, and suddenly it's 9:02.
Exactly. But as a kid, those 5 minutes were an eternity.
Yeah.
And we can't talk about childhood time without talking about school.
Oh, school memories are the best. And the absolute peak of the school day was the lunch break.
The lunch bell, the greatest sound on earth.
Truly, the accounts in the text talk about rushing to eat your entire lunch in just 5 minutes.
Just stuffing it in.
Yeah, just so you could maximize your playtime.
But school wasn't all fun and games, right? There was also that pure terror.
Oh, yes. The famous warning.
Just hearing it gives me a stomachache. Complete your homework or stand outside.
Yes, the ultimate punishment. Standing outside the classroom door for everyone to see.
It was so embarrassing.
Hey.
And it always led to that frantic scramble to copy your friend's homework in the morning.
Right, just quickly scribbling the answers before the teacher walks in.
Exactly.
And what's fascinating here is the sheer absurdity of some of these memories. There's this one really funny anecdote from the source material.
Oh, love this one.
Right. So this person talks about the agonizing irony of doing their homework entirely out of fear.
Sweating, crying, copying the math problem.
Yes, only for the teacher to walk in the very next day, look around, and casually say, oh, no homework was given.
The worst feeling. You did all that hard work for absolutely nothing.
It's so relatable. But, speaking of those funny, slightly absurd moments, the sources reveal something deeper, too.
Yeah, that the nature of childhood itself has fundamentally changed.
Right. And it makes looking back on these older kind of analog memories even more emotional today.
Yeah, let's talk about the mischief.
Yeah.
The source shares this great story about breaking a glass at home.
Oh, classic mistake.
Right. So the kid breaks a glass, panics, and immediately blames it on their cousin.
Of course. I didn't do it, they did.
Exactly. But then the cousin comes back later and reveals the absolute truth to the parents.
You are totally busted.
Totally busted. And the source affectionately calls these moments choked. Chof.
Which means little lies, right?
Yeah, little lies, just small, harmless lies kids tell to get out of trouble.
I love that phrase. And the text makes this huge comparison between then versus now. Like earlier generations were always playing outside, they were active. But kids today, they're just glued to their phones.
Screens, tablets, mobile games, it's everywhere.
Yeah. And the text makes a really stark observation. It says in the past we had fewer things, but we had more happiness.
Wow.
And today we have everything, all the technology in the world, but far less time to actually enjoy it.
Okay, I have to push back gently on this, though.
Okay, go ahead.
Are we just romanticizing the past?
Like looking at it through rose-colored glasses.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
were we genuinely happier with fewer things, or did we just not know what we were missing because we didn't have screens to compare our lives to?
That is a really fair question.
I mean, if I had a smartphone when I was 10, I probably would have played games on it too.
Oh, definitely. But I think the core feeling of childhood hasn't changed, even if the technology has.
What do you mean?
Well, the source pinpoints this one irreplaceable feeling. Picture this.
Yeah.
You come home from school.
Right.
You walk through the door. You take off that super heavy school bag, and you just drop it on the floor.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that thud on the ground.
Exactly. That physical act of dropping the heavy bag, it represents dropping all your worldly cares.
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, it's a feeling of love, care, and just zero stress. You are home. You are safe.
And that is what modern, hyper-connected adults desperately miss.
Right. Because as adults, we never really take our heavy bags off. We're always carrying our stress on our phones.
That makes so much sense. So we have these vivid emotional memories of thrown backpacks and little eyes.
Yeah.
But how does the source actually use this practically? Like for our listeners learning English.
This is the best part. This brings us to the core mission. Talking about these memories isn't just an emotional exercise.
Right.
It is a deliberate, completely pressure-free way to practice English.
Okay, wait. How does remembering my cousin getting me in trouble help me speak better English?
Well, think about how we usually learn. We use boring grammar rules, right? We memorize vocabulary lists.
Then it's super stressful.
Exactly. But by removing the rigid rules and focusing on a simple joy, like a happy memory, people actually speak more naturally.
Because they aren't afraid of making mistakes.
Exactly. The text provides these really simple frameworks, like sentences you can finish.
Give me an example.
So you just start with, when I was a child, I used to play, and you fill in the blank.
Ah, okay. When I was a child, I used to play hide and seek.
Perfect. Or my favorite memory is.
My favorite memory is the lunch break. That is so simple.
It is. The core philosophy here is that English, or really any new skill, is not about perfection.
Right.
It is entirely about communication and confidence.
I love that. You know, trying to learn a language through strict grammar rules. It is like trying to learn how to ride a bicycle by reading a complicated physics textbook.
That is a great analogy. You can read all about balance, but you will still fall off the bike.
Exactly. But learning by talking about your favorite childhood memory, that is like riding a bike with training wheels on a slight downhill slope.
Yeah.
The emotional momentum of that happy memory just naturally carries you forward. You aren't thinking about grammar, you just really want to tell the story.
And this raises a vital question about how adults approach learning.
Oh.
Yeah. When you tap into something deeply personal and stress-free, the mental block of making a mistake just vanishes.
Your fear goes away.
Completely. The brain's desire to share a funny story about hiding from a teacher, it completely overrides the anxiety of using the wrong verb tense.
That makes total sense. If you say, I runned away, instead of I ran away, it doesn't matter.
Nope. The other person still laughs. You still communicated.
Okay, this is so fun. Actually, let's test this out right now.
Oh, boy. Okay.
This is a quick fun segment, a mini rapid-fire game about childhood.
I am ready.
Okay, I'm going to ask you 3 quick questions. You just answer with the first thing that comes to your mind.
Got it.
First question. What was your absolute favorite childhood snack after school?
Oh, Parle-G biscuits dipped in hot tea. No question.
Oh, classic. But you had to be careful, right? If you dip it too long, it falls into the tea.
Oh, the heartbreak of losing a biscuit in the tea. It was a tragedy.
A true disaster. Okay, question 2. What was the silliest chota juice or little lie you ever told your parents?
Oh, gosh. I once told my mom that the dog ate my homework.
Did you even have a dog?
No, we
Right.
had a cat. My mom just looked at me like I was crazy.
That is hilarious. Okay, last question. If you could go back and play one childhood game right now, what would it be?
Definitely musical chairs at a birthday party.
Oh, the stress of the music stopping.
It was so intense. People were diving for chairs.
See, and listeners, notice how easy it was for us to just chat right there.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about my sentence structure at all. I was just thinking about the biscuits and the cat.
Exactly. And you can do this too. So let's recap what we've talked about today.
Yeah, let's bring it all together.
We learned that childhood memories are packed with universal truths. like the rush of the lunch break and the begging for 5 more minutes of playtime.
And we also talked about the stark contrast between our screen-free past and our really busy present.
Right, and how that contrast makes those memories a really powerful anchor.
By channeling that warm, low-pressure nostalgia, you can actually hack your brain.
Hack your brain to build communication skills and confidence without the paralyzing fear of being perfect.
And you know, there's an ultimate irony mentioned in the text that we have to bring up.
Oh, right. What was that?
As kids, we rush to grow up.
We couldn't wait to be adults. We thought adults had all the fun.
Exactly. We never realized how truly beautiful childhood was until we lost that zero-stress environment.
We basically begged to put the heavy bag of responsibilities on our shoulders.
And now we can't take it off.
Wow, that hits hard. Which actually leads me to a final provocative thought I want to leave you, the listener, with today.
Ooh, I like a good challenge.
Something to mull over. If our most vivid, joyous memories were formed when we had no responsibilities and fewer things,
Yeah,
what does that mean for how we structure our free time as adults today?
that is a great question. We schedule everything now. Even our fun is scheduled.
Exactly. So here is my challenge for you this week.
Yeah.
Could you intentionally create a throw the bag down moment in your adult life?
Oh, I love that.
Right, just 5 minutes. No phone, no screens, no checking email.
So zero expectation.
Yeah, just throw the heavy mental bag down. It might instantly boost your mental well-being and honestly make you way more open to learning new things.
I am definitely trying that today.
Me too. Well, that is all for our deep dive today. If you enjoyed this conversation and learned something new, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.
Yes. Let us know your favorite childhood memory in the comments below. We would love to read them.
Tell us your chojuth in the comments. We won't tell your parents.
Thanks so much for listening, everyone.
Keep practicing, keep smiling, and we will see you in the next deep dive.